Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, we are going to work on this very simple project that is a budget binder. So let's get on to the video. Alright, so aside from your Cricut machine and cutting mat, this is everything else that we are needing. All of the details will be in the description box below. Okay, so I went ahead and went into my Cricut design space, and you guys should know by now that I like to start my projects off with a template. So I'll go into shapes and add a square. I will unlock it, and the size of my budget binder itself, the binder is 5 by 7.25. I will go ahead and lock this and change the color to blue. Okay, so now we have the template for the binder. I will now go ahead and add some text. For this example, I'm just adding a name. And I don't like this font, so I will change it. And so now that I have my text, I can go ahead and size it. This is why I like using templates, because you can see how big or small to make your items. I have seen budget binders that have like a lot of, stuff around. They have the Chanel and the Louis Vuitton signs and symbols and just stuff. Well, this is a great example to know how much and what size to do it on. I'll change this to a lighter gray, just for me visually to see this. And I like how that looks, so I will go ahead and make sure to weld. You want to make sure that you always weld your text. Always weld. This is why, because if not, it will literally cut every letter out, and you don't want that. If you weld it, you see how it removes this, so it just makes it one cut. And when you are placing it, it's easier and it looks better. Okay, so once you are done with that, we can go ahead and move into our envelopes. So for our envelopes, I will also be adding a template. I'll add another square, and the size of the envelopes are 7 by 3.25. So just like that. I'll lock it. I'll change this to white. Now that we have the template, again, I'll just go ahead and grab and add some text. First one is going to say laundry. You want to make sure you size it. Not too big, not too small. I'll just change this to 5. Alright, so that looks good to me, and I will go ahead and weld it, and I'll actually change this to white. Alright, so that first one is done, so I'll go ahead and move it. I'll grab my text and do it again. Okay, so this one says personal, and before I start sizing, I know that I don't like how separate this is, so I will go ahead and ungroup it and just move all of this closer, just like this. Alright, now I can select all and group. Okay, so this one is smaller, so I wouldn't necessarily put 5 just because it may be too big. So I'm just going to look at it. Okay, so I don't like this one either, but let me just go back here real quick. Sometimes you don't have to ungroup it and do it like this. You can go to letter space and just do it this way, but as you can see, it's just moving the ones that are already connected, and that's not what I want. So that's why I ungroup. Oops. And move it all together. Okay, so once I am done with all of them, I kind of like to lace them to kind of see if they are all the same size, if one isn't necessarily too big, too small. For example, this Christmas one looks too small to me just because it's a little smaller than the other, so I'll just go and make it a little bigger. And then use travel. Looks good. Yes. That looks good. Alright. And then we are ready to now cut. So you can remove your templates. You don't want to cut those out. And click on Make It. Here you just make sure that everything fits correctly. We'll click on Continue. And for base material, I always click on Vinyl Plus, and I will meet you guys at my Cricut machine. Once the machine has cut it, I like to cut my vinyl into smaller pieces. That way it's easier for me to weed and transfer over. I'll go ahead and start on the cover, and doing that, I'll just wipe it down, make sure it's clean. I'll grab that piece of vinyl and stick it on. Because this material is different and it's not as smooth, I always like to go with my hair dryer and just put it on top just to make sure that it really sticks on. Okay, so now we can move on to our envelope. Same thing, you want to make sure that it is clean, and then we can go ahead and start placing our vinyl. I like to use the edge of my table to keep that envelope straight, and then I just kind of eye that piece of vinyl. You can use a ruler if you like. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and place our envelopes into our binder. I like to put them in alphabetical order. Here's where you can add a paper, you can add a calendar, you can add pen, notes, business card, anything you'd like. Okay, so that concludes my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns. All of the details will be in the description box below, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.